Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffany, and today I thought I would do a different video, not a vlog. Today is going to be a updated FIDM Q&A for 2021. I have made previously like a bunch of videos in the past, another FIDM Q&A. If you want to watch them, I'll link them all down below in the description box. But I thought I would do an updated Q&A. Now that it's a new year, it's post-pandemic. I mean, although we might be going back into that, I don't know. Let's get started with the FIDM Q&A. So I posted in this Facebook group for FIDM students. I asked any new incoming students to comment on the post any questions they may have, or they can DM me on Instagram. So first we're going to start off with the questions that I got on the Facebook post. Okay, so what's the difference in difficulty between the AA and BS program? I thought that the BS program was going to be significantly harder than the AA program. I think it just depends on the program that you choose. Each program has their own curriculum that you follow and material. Now, I honestly find the difficulty level the same because both programs, AA and BS program, is going to be specialized on that one major that you chose. You'll be tested the same, you'll be quizzed, you'll be doing homework and group projects just the same. You're going to have instructors that are going to want to challenge you. So honestly, I found it pretty similar. If anything, the AA was maybe the slightest bit easier because they know it's your first 2 years of college and you're just starting off, so they look at you more as like a beginner into college. And you will be taking a few more general ed classes in your AA program because you need to get those credits out of the way. General ed classes like history, math, English, that stuff. But honestly, I found those classes like super easy. I got my AA degree in the merchandise and marketing program, and I'm currently getting my bachelor's of science degree in business management. I'm in my fourth and last year at FIDM, the second year of the BS program. And I honestly don't find the AA in marketing or the BS in business any one more difficult than the other. Maybe the BS in business is a little bit more challenging. There's a lot more that comes to it. Marketing is lots of common sense, lots of social media. So yeah, it just really depends on the major itself. I don't think one is going to be more difficult than the other. Have you been able to find jobs in the industry? So yes, 110%. Even before I started at FIDM, I found jobs in the industry. Before I started at FIDM, I started in fashion PR and styling, in retail, and then once I started at FIDM and I got my AA in marketing, that's when I was qualified to start applying to marketing jobs. So that's when I started applying to marketing jobs and internships. FIDM has something called the Career Center. You can access it through the FIDM portal online or like on campus in school. Once the campus opens back up, you get assigned a specific job advisor like in the Career Center that will help you find jobs specified to like what you're looking for. So they definitely, FIDM presents you so many opportunities. It's just up to you to take them, to build your resume, build your cover letter, apply, and reach out to these opportunities. So yeah, FIDM definitely like presents these opportunities for you, and you just need to take them. What's typical social life like? So FIDM's social life, I feel like, is a little bit different than the rest of, general colleges and other universities. FIDM is a private school and it's a lot smaller. Our housing is in this apartment complex that's a lot bigger, and we're not as many students, so it's very rare to run into FIDM students in your building or on campus. Obviously, that's like where you'll get most of the social life. It's definitely there if you make the effort. You are going to be in a lot of the same classes as a lot of people on repeat every quarter because you guys are on the same program. So it's up to you to go out of your comfort zone and talk to these people, get their Instagrams, get their numbers, talk to them, and make plans with them out of school. So it's definitely there if you put the effort in. FIDM social life, it's definitely a little bit different, but you need to put yourself out there. Another thing that helped me and my friends was I got really close to my roommates, and then I would go out with them on the weekends. So we would go out with FIDM people, FIDM students, but we'd also go out to USC, which is a university that's literally 5 minutes down the street from FIDM and housing, and we would go check out their frat parties, go to their tailgates, go to their sports games, and there we would meet lots of USC students, which was also great because you just meet so many different kinds of people. Has your experience been worth it? So I got this question a lot. Has your experience been worth it? Is FIDM worth it? Is it worth it? Basically, yes. FIDM is a little bit more on the pricey side because it is a private school. It's a little bit more specialized. I personally think FIDM is worth it if you are looking to get into the creative industry, interior design, fashion design, graphic design, fashion marketing, fashion business. 100% I think it's worth it because you are in the best spot to branch out and grow your career and grow yourself because you're in Los Angeles, like literally the home for fashion. And especially LA presents so many opportunities and they're so easy to grasp onto, and there's competition, but it's not that difficult. 100% I think it's worth it out of like all the creative schools out there because I think FIDM has the best connections in the current like industry that is like with the times, because right now what's trending in the industry is social media, influencers, marketing, and I think FIDM does the best at staying with the times and staying with these trends. So 100% I think it's worth it. Student housing or off-campus independent housing. So that's personally up to you. Both have pros and cons to it. Student housing is going to be a lot more expensive, although they do find roommates for you. They do plan activities with other FIDM students for you. The apartment is already fully furnished when you come. It's already set up. You just have to pay one payment at the beginning of each quarter. And it's usually walking distance, like 5-minute walking distance from the campus. It's reliable because you just have to worry about paying the school and you don't have to worry about roommates paying and all that and utilities and whatever. But independent housing is a lot more affordable. You can sign a lease on your own. You can have your own rules. But you do need to rely on roommates to make sure to pay on time. You need to find roommates yourself. You need to buy furniture yourself, which is an extra expense. And then once you're done with the lease, you need somewhere to put that furniture. Do you keep it in storage? Do you sell it? Do you get rid of it? All that. It really just depends on what your situation is. If you just want to sign a lease for a couple of years, like maybe it's worth it. But for me and my roommates, we didn't know where we were going to be every year, depending on our situations. And honestly, we got lucky that we didn't sign a lease and we stuck with FIDM housing the entire time because the pandemic obviously rolled around, and that was convenient for us because then we were just able to opt out of FIDM housing and we didn't have to worry about a lease that we signed and getting our money back. So it just really depends on your situation. I definitely think it was worth it. I was very happy. I was in FIDM housing for 2 years straight with the same roommates the entire time. I love them and I had the best time. Do you think FIDM is worth it for an East Coast person to come to the West Coast and come and do school there? I've been battling if it is or not, and I really need advice. So it really depends because I think the industries are very different in New York and in LA. I think LA is a little bit more with the times, but more with social media and influencers. So if you're into like streetwear, if you're into coming into that industry, I think LA is definitely the place. If you're looking to work in more high-end and luxury, I think New York might be a better place, but honestly, I wouldn't know. I've never worked in New York. I've never lived in New York, so I wouldn't know. I did consider going to school in New York, but I realized that I didn't want to go into high-end fashion. I didn't want to go into luxury fashion design, and I felt like that's what New York is more focused on, and LA was more influencer, social media based, which I thought I would adapt to a lot better. And I already lived in LA, so I thought the opportunities would be a lot easier for me while I have my support system of my family behind me and all that. So it really depends. There's a lot of factors to it. I would recommend honestly creating a pros and cons list and seeing what weighs out more and what would benefit you more. I would also look at the job opportunities offered in LA and the job opportunities offered in New York and see what fits you better and what fits you more. And maybe that would help you pick which one's the better option. How do you find roommates without going random? So when I applied to FIDM housing, or like before I like sent in my request, there's this app that FIDM created. I don't remember what it's called, but they definitely introduced it to you when you first come into FIDM. And it's this app that a bunch of FIDM students, like new incoming students, get on and are able to connect with each other, connect with people in the same major, connect with people in the same year. And you just message them through this app. You get their Instagram handles, you follow them on Instagram, you start DMing them on Instagram, find people on social media, like take advantage of that for sure. And you will find so many FIDM students on Instagram, and that's what I did. And I was DMing like a bunch of girls. Like I think I DM'd around like 20 to 30 girls until I narrowed it down to like the 3 girls that I felt most comfortable with and who I thought I would work with the best and like live with the best. And I would have long conversations like trying to get to know them and whatever. And you can always plan a FaceTime before, but we didn't. And then after having long conversations, I asked them, I was like, okay, like how do you guys feel putting all of each other down when we applied for housing? And we all agreed and we were all on the same page, so that when you submit your application for housing, there's a section on the form where you can put your top 3 people you would most like to live with. It's kind of like a request. It's not 100% guaranteed, but most likely it is. And then I got put with them. So then every quarter, whenever we would reapply to housing, you just put their names again, and most likely you'll be put with them. How should I structure my schedule? So FIDM has a curriculum that they literally offer for every single major on exactly how to structure your schedule, exactly which classes to take every quarter, which classes are required to take this class and this class and this class. It's literally up on the website. If you call FIDM, they will forward it to you. If you ask your advisor, they will forward it to you. It's literally everywhere. I follow this exact structure and curriculum that the school offered, and I've been on track and I've been on a roll, and I think that's the best way to go about it and to never like fall out of that structure. I think just follow the curriculum that they offer you on the website for your major and you should be good to go. Okay, now going to my DMs. What advice would you give yourself as an incoming student? So 100%, I would definitely tell myself to be a little bit more outgoing and put myself out there more. Build connections with the other students in my classes, my teachers, talk to them more, get to know them more, because you never know. It's always good to network with the people that you are with, because they can be working in the industry that you potentially want to work with. Or it's always good to just stay in touch with these people because you guys will be working in the same industry in the future. So I definitely tell myself to put myself more out there and stay on campus, get to know the campus, be more involved with school activities, because I definitely think it'll benefit me in the long run, and it'll benefit you in the long run as well. What do you wish you'd taken advantage of in terms of what the school offered? Honestly, I was very happy with the majors I chose. I did marketing and I am now doing business management. I kind of wish I looked more into the other majors like product development instead of marketing, just because I think product development would have helped me a lot, as I have a clothing brand right now, an e-com brand, and I work in developing products and working with manufacturers, and I think that would have helped me a lot to apply to my career right now instead of marketing, because I felt like marketing was a lot of common sense and something we can easily teach ourselves. What are the best ways to meet other students? So 100% 3-year classes literally is the best way to meet other students. Talk to the other students in your class, get their numbers, form group chats, get their Instagrams. It's definitely the best way. Do you have any advice for how to succeed in classes? Yes. Literally, all you need to do is stay organized. Make sure you write down everything the teacher is asking for Make sure you follow all requirements. Make sure you write down all the homework that is due every single week. Prepare yourself for any tests and quizzes. And as long as you stay on top of everything and the teacher sees you putting in the effort, then you should definitely succeed in the classes. Listen to the lectures, learn, teach yourself, apply everything. Like, stay on top of it, stay organized, and 100% you should stay on top of it and stay organized. And I promise you that's like exactly what helped me, is from me just staying on top of everything. Do you have any tips on building connections and networking? Yes. Don't be afraid to talk to your classmates. Don't be afraid to talk to your teachers. Like, talk to anyone. Introduce yourself. Tell them what you're looking to do. Ask them what they're looking to do. And you never know who you'll meet. How do you feel about the quality of education offered? Were the teachers everything you hope they'd be? Yes and no. Some of them were amazing. Hearing about their past jobs and experiences was so cool to know what they have done for the industry, and now that they are teaching us and teaching us what they learned was amazing. Some teachers didn't seem like they knew exactly what they were doing. It felt like I could have taught the class better. It really just depends on the teacher. But most, like majority, 80 to 90% of the teachers at FIDM are usually experienced in the industry, and you can really learn a lot from them. Does the school scam you in any way? I've read a lot about on-campus housing basically being a more expensive lease of the neighboring apartments. Okay, they don't scam you because they tell you exactly what you're being offered. It's just up to you and if it's worth it to you. Yes, FIDM housing is going to be a little bit more pricey because, they give you lots of benefits. They completely furnish the apartment for you. They provide the roommates for you. They provide an RA. The RA plans activities for you guys with like foods and snacks. You have an RA that you can reach out to every single day if you need help with roommates or something is not working or whatever. So FIDM housing definitely it's going to be more pricey because they're offering you a lot. Also, you don't have to worry about a monthly rent to pay every single month, and utilities. Like, you just pay one flat rate at the beginning of each quarter and that covers all of it. Is there anything incoming students should do right now before school starts? I think just make sure to, when classes come out, make sure to go onto the website, organize all the classes that you need to take, write down which ones you're going to register for exactly, write backups, get that all ready and prepare so that on registration day when you have to wake up at 6 a.m., by the way, be ready for that you are prepared to register all your classes so you don't lose a spot. So definitely, I think classes come out next week, which is around August 11th or 12th. I think definitely stay on top of that. What were some of your own best experiences you've had because of FIDM? Honestly, the opportunities they offered I thought were very cool. The FIDM fashion show that happens every year. One time they brought James Charles in for a Q&A, and 40 to 50 students got to just come and sign up, and we sat in the cafeteria area just asking questions, which I thought was so cool. Are internships a good idea first year? So honestly, I think it's best to just focus on your studies the first and second year of, if you're doing all 4 years, I think it's best if you just focus first and second year on your studies and doing well and getting with the curriculum and getting the system. And then by the end of your second, third year, start applying to internships, see what opportunities are out there for you, because now you're close to the end of your degree, so you have something to provide to these internships. I did internships in the first 2 years, and honestly, I just struggled juggling everything. So I think it's best to just focus on your studies. Unless you're just doing the 2-year program, just the AA program, or just a 2-year program, I think just wait till towards the end of your program to start applying to internships. First, just focus on your studies. And yeah, I think that's all the questions I'm going to answer today. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to comment below down here on this YouTube video, DM me on Instagram. I'll put my Instagram up here. I would love to answer any more questions. I can definitely do another Q&A. But yeah, that was my FIDM Q&A for 2021. Really happy. I'm about to start my last year of FIDM this fall 2021. My last year in business management. I also have a clothing brand. So if you guys want to check that out, it's super cute and trendy stuff. I will put the Instagram handle of the clothing brand here, also the website, and everything will be linked below in the description box. So make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time.